Back again for another day, all day, no days off on this platform. I just found a very interesting article that on NFL.com talking about top 100 players of 2026, number 100 through 99. We got Cam Jordan, Quentin Nelson, return after multi-year absences. I don't disagree with Cam Jordan on here. So the top 100 players of 2026 voted on by the players themselves. Reveal is underway on X. Two players will be revealed at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. daily, Monday through Friday, from June 22nd to August 21st. Yeah, they do this every single year. Top 100 players. I remember when I was watching, and I remember back in the day, they had it on NFL Network, but I guess people don't really watch NFL Network nowadays. And they used to do the top 100 players. It was really interesting and exciting. They used to do it. I think they did it around the same time. Like it was in the off season, throughout the summer, leading into the preseason. They would do the top 100 players. So it was a lot of well, sometimes it'd be a lot of controversy because it would be like, oh, is this player deserve to be on, and this player is this player too high, this player too low. It was entertaining. It was very interesting to see. And this is not the media. This is not coaches. This is not fans. This is not the NFL. This is NFL players voting who's top 100. So it's kind of hard to go to disagree with it too much, but because at the same time you're like, well, these guys play against each other. They train. Some of them train with each other. They know. So it's like it's a different type of perspective. I'm not saying that it's the end all be all because these guys they're in the game, they're playing, and they're playing against each other, yada 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 yada. But the point I'm making is that it's different perspectives, and I say that this is something that's I think that's really interesting to look at and to pay attention to because it's voted by the players themselves. It's rating the top 100 players of the NFL. And so far, I can't really so much disagree with this right now. You got Cam Jordan at 100. Cam Jordan has been going forever. Cam Jordan has been playing since I don't know when Cam Jordan got into the NFL, but he's been in the pros for a very long time. I mean, this has to at least be 15 years, at least 15 years. And let me see how long Cam Jordan been playing, cause man, and he's been consistently good, year in year out, consistently. So let me see Cam Jordan when he first came to the pros, when he first got drafted. Cam Jordan, 2011. So he was drafted in 2011. That's definitely over 15 years. Yeah, let's see. Uh, yeah, about 16 years. Oh, so he was drafted by the New Orleans Saints. Obviously, he's been with the Saints forever, and and like, comment, share, subscribe if you're gonna comment. Yeah, yes. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because it helps me. Helps push my platform on the into the algorithm of YouTube. The more this channel can grow, the more valuable content I can give y'all. But ooh, okay. Let me put this on hold for a second. All right, now we talking. I got a great question. What is his name? Jonathan Wayne, I think. Okay, Jonathan Wayne said Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith. Who is the GOAT? I've always been saying since I've been watching football. I started watching football since 2004. I've always been saying Barry Sanders was the GOAT, was the greatest running back of all time. And then this is coming from a Chargers fan. And so right after Barry Sanders, I'll say LT. Emmitt Smith, in my opinion, don't get me wrong. He has the stats. He has the highlights. He's done it all. He's got the rings. I just I just think Emmitt Smith is kind of overrated. That's just my opinion. I mean, with the type of team that he was around and the type of offensive line that he had, the quarterback that he had so much around him. And don't get me wrong, some people will be like, oh well, he has so much around him, then that he needs to do even more for him to be great. Which there is some truth to that. But if you actually go back and watch Barry Sanders play, he had literally nothing around him, and he made a lot. He made nothing out of something a lot of times. It was all just Barry Sanders just running. Could you imagine the type of offensive line? Could you imagine what Barry Sanders could have done with a good offensive line? Like Barry Sanders broke records and was freaking just dangerous in the open field, and he was dangerous at making people miss. He had to do a whole lot more than what Emmitt Smith had to do. So I would never put Barry Sanders. I mean, I would never put Emmitt Smith over Barry Sanders. It's almost like AP. To be honest with you, I would probably almost put, if I'm gonna say all around running back, I will actually. This coming from a Chargers fan again. I would probably even put AP over LT, depending on what your takes of running backs. But my top three, number one is always gonna be Barry Sanders, hands down. And then it could be back and forth between LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson. You know, but the same argument that I made for Barry Sanders, you can almost make the same with for Adrian Peterson. I mean, and the fact of the matter is, Adrian Peterson, he actually did something that Barry Sanders didn't do. He brought this team all the way to the playoffs one time. Like, I remember watching that year. Like, he literally, that the Minnesota Vikings literally went to the playoffs just off Adrian Peterson running the damn ball. Adrian Peterson was freaking dangerous. So I wouldn't. I mean, I can't. I don't even know if I would even put Emmitt Smith in my top five. I'm not. I don't want to disrespect. I feel bad. AP was saddled, and yeah, he was. He was. He definitely was. AP was a freaking monster, man. And I don't want to get to the point where I'm like disrespecting Emmitt Smith, because I mean, regardless of who Emmitt Smith had around him, he still had to do what he had to do, and he did it. So I don't want to take that away from him. But one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to put him over running backs who had very little to work with and did a lot. And one could even argue more than what Emmitt Smith did. So I just think they'll be just as disrespectful. I don't mind putting Emmitt Smith in my top 10, but there were so many great running backs. I mean, throughout the course of the NFL, I mean, so many. You talk about Ricky Williams, you talk about Steven Jackson, Jamal Charles, LaShawn McCoy. There's so many. I mean, some of those guys I want to put in my top 10, but I'm just saying there's so many great running backs, man. So many. But my top three, hands down, Barry Sanders, AP, LT, Barry Sanders, LT, AP, however you like it, however you like your running backs. But those three guys, they did the most for me. They were completely unstoppable and dangerous. So yeah, that if I hope I answered your question. I don't know. Who do you think? Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders? But anyway, we going back to get Cameron Jordan. Yeah, Cameron Jordan, he was selected 24th overall in the 2011 NFL Draft after playing at California. 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, and he's a member of the NFL 2010's All-Decade Team. And he's the Saints' all-time sack leader with 132 and ranked 17th in NFL history. Definitely a Hall of Famer. More than likely should be a first ballot, probably. Yeah, he's very durable, leadership, and he earned the 2025 Bart Starr Award. Cameron Jordan is one of those guys who doesn't really get talked about enough because the team that he plays on. But he has always been a phenomenal player, man. Guys like Cameron Jordan, you can't not guys like that doesn't come by often. Who has been consistent year in, year out, playing so well, consistently playing good, and not getting hurt. He is an extremely durable individual player. Very durable. I don't know what he does, but him and Calais Campbell, same way. Calais Campbell has been in the NFL forever. And look at what Calais Campbell is doing. You see what I'm saying? And Calais Campbell, he actually, Cameron Jordan been in the NFL for 16 years. I think Calais Campbell, another extremely durable player and still playing at a high level. Calais Campbell, he's longer actually. Calais Campbell has been playing since he's been playing for 19 years. 19 years. So, you see what I'm saying? He's older than me. He's 39 years old. Let that ring on. Let that ring. Calais Campbell is 39 years old. He was born in 1986. He's from Denver. He's from Denver, Colorado. He was the American football defensive for the Baltimore Ravens in his 19th NFL season. So he was drafted by the Ravens. He's the league's oldest active defender, six-time Pro Bowler. In 2019, Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. He has recorded 960 tackles and 117 sacks over stints with the Cardinals, Jaguars, Ravens, Falcons, and Dolphins, and was named and was named to the NFL just like Cameron Jordan. Two are the most two are one of the most durable. Well, probably I would say the most that I have watched, that I have seen. I'm not gonna say they're the most of all time, but from my own two eyes, two of the most durable players that I've ever watched. Because these guys don't get hurt. These guys stay. They're consistent year in year out, man. You gotta show your respect to these guys, man. When they both retire, they should walk into the Hall of Fame just off their durability alone, like literally. Well, I can't say they should walk into the Hall of Fame off their durability alone, but definitely you gotta respect the guy. You gotta respect the player like this because playing this game this long and hardly ever getting and staying durable is phenomenal. And he played college. Calais Campbell played at Miami. Nice. He was selected by the Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know why I said he was selected by the Ravens. He was selected by the Cardinals. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But he did play for the Ravens though for a little bit. Yeah, so he was selected by the Cardinals in 2008. I was just graduating out of high school in 2008. So, but anyway, you bet to this 100 list. So Cameron Jordan, they got Cameron Jordan at number 100. Speaking of Calais Campbell and Cameron Jordan, I wonder where they're going to have Calais Campbell at. You got to have him in the top 100. But yeah, in 2025, Cameron Jordan, they got Cameron Jordan as number 100 player in the NFL. 17, he played his 225 stats. He's played 17 games, 47 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 10 and a half sacks. Still racking up sacks, man. 15 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles. You see what I'm saying? 8-time Pro Bowler and member of the Hall of Fame's all 2010 team. Jordan is making his ninth appearance on the top 100 after his 15th NFL season, and they're asking will this be his last. He turns 37 July 10th, and he resigned with the Saints. He just resigned with the Saints not too long ago, June 16th, for what he called it his one final season. So this is his last year. That's what he said. Cameron Jordan said this is going to be his one final season. He ranked 50th in 2023 when he last appeared. Jordan's 10 and a half sacks in 2025 were his most in a campaign since 2021. So he has not lost. He really has not lost a step. So as you can said, Jordan still got it. So Jordan's 30 quarterback pressures were his most in a season since 2023, and his 9.4 pressure rate was his highest since 2020. He's still going, bro. Like he's still playing at a high level. That's crazy. He could probably play for 20 years if he wants to, but that's if he wants to. Some of these guys they go ahead and retire where they just don't have it anymore. They just don't have that fire lit inside of them. And then number 99, they got Quinton Nelson, guard out of from the Indianapolis Colts. Played 17 games, 1,039 snaps, 15 quarter QBP allowed, 1 sack allowed per Pro Football Focus. So he's a pretty solid guard. The number 16 overall pick of the 2018 NFL Draft. He's been in the NFL for a while. Has been a Pro Bowler in each of his 8 NFL seasons. However, this marks just his 4th selection to the NFL Top 100 squad and his first since 2022 when he cracked the top 30 at number 28 at his highest career selection. Nelson garnered an 84.7 overall grade from Pro Football Focus in 2025. which was fourth among 81 qualified guards. He's an exceptional run blocker. The three-time All-Pro helped pave the way for a Colts offense that finished in the top 10 in points and yards. So he's those guards that offensive linemen and guards that definitely helped out Jonathan Taylor this year. Yeah. NFL Pro Insight for Nelson. Nelson had a 96.7 playtime percentage, highest on the Colts offense. So that's that for right now. So I'm gonna keep up with this top 100 players. I'm very curious to see who they got. You know, like where some of my favorite players is going to be at, where my boy Justin Herbert's going to be, and yeah. So yeah, let's see. Let's keep going with these top 100 players. So right now we just got 100, 199. Cam Jordan at 100. Quentin Nelson, guard out of Indianapolis, 99. So that's all I got for right now. I just wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about that. I thought that was an interesting article. I think that's something that's interesting to follow behind. I'll jump on every day and talk about this also, along with the other stuff I will mind talking about that I can find that's interesting to talk about as well. But I thank you all so much for watching. Let me know how you felt, what you felt about this video. If you have anything that you want me to talk about, please just jump on the chat and just ask for my perspective, my opinion, my takes, my judgment, anything football related. Even if it's not football related, if you want to quiz me on a different sport or whatever, you can. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't pay that much attention to other sports, but I'm a highly curious individual. So if you want to challenge me, question me about something, or tell me about something, I don't mind talking about it. I don't. This channel is predominantly football, NFL related, NFL college football related, but at the same time, I'm not opposed to talking about other sports or other stories or whatever. So, whatever's going on in the sports realm, ecosystem, bring it on here. I don't mind, at all. And I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to be like I don't know, which in football that's highly unlikely. But at the same time, I don't know everything. So, hey, I like chopping it up. This is the platform. The platform is going to continue to keep growing. I'm going to be on there every day, no days off. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Deuces.